After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. The ACC championship is on the line here. It's the Syracuse Orange against the Florida Atlantic Owls. Great to have Holly Rowe join us reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
I caught up with the Syracuse head coach before the game. His message to his team was, this is much more than just a top 15 matchup. He understands that whoever wins this game has a chance to shape the playoff bracket. And while they don't want to keep their eyes on that big prize and take it one play at a time, he wants his team to know what's on the line here today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Florida Atlantic's offense trots out there to open this game. What a special season for this group so far. To navigate through this conference schedule without a single stumble, to be undefeated at this stage. Now, can they get the important job done and win the conference trophy?
Chris, I think you would agree with me. I think one of the more difficult things to do is to be an undefeated in this situation and go out there and play with freedom. So many times we see teams try to protect that record versus go out there and just execute the game plan. If they can just go execute, there's a really good chance they're going to be champions today.
Now it's second down here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, in order to run this defensive front and be successful with it, the 3-4, you've got to have a great nose tackle. Look at the push. He does a great job of getting in the backfield and getting to the quarterback. I tell you what, this guy is a menace in the middle.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Finley. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. The Owls pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Receiver in motion now. They keep him off balance with a run, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
He's got a man down the middle. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. And the Owls will line up on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
Third down, out of the shotgun. He's running out of time here. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. You can't have a better start than that in a championship game. Right out of the gate, Joe, executing beautifully, and they draw first blood with that long drive.
Chris, it's goal number one for your offense to go out there, establish a rhythm, but try to get that first score of the game. That's exactly what they're able to do. Here's what I loved about it was the execution. Quarterback played well, offensive line played well, right down the field. What great rhythm they established here on the first drive.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So Syracuse's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Some of the impact players we expect to step up today. Look, their teams are in position to win a conference championship, Joel. It's time for these guys to perform.
Chris, the reality is that if you performed really well during the course of the year, you're also a leader. So it's not just what you can do from a production standpoint, but when you get into a championship environment, how do you lead? What are the things that you do and say that elevates the play of your teammates around you?
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
Looks right for a quick completion. He's got some space. Look out. He goes out of bounds, but gets inside the 40. Syracuse lines up quickly.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well. Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run, and that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on third down. Here comes the rush to bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
This is assignment football at its best. This defense has done a nice job. When I prepared for this team, this defense is always in the right spot, and they're in the right spot here on third down. Eyes in the backfield, and they're able to get the stop. The quarterback tries to use his legs, but he just can't move the chains.
And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
They'll tackle him at the 27.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
They stop him behind. That's going to set up fourth down and short. The Owls bring their punt team onto the field. This is an absolute boomer of a punt. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Look out, he's breaking free. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And this pass is caught. offense comes up to the line, they might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Shotgun formation here on third down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. And that's a solid return after the interception. Florida Atlantic with the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The big fullback's got it here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Third down play coming up after that run. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down. The Owls will line up to boot it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that sets up a return. Coverage team makes the tackle. No gain on that return. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Ball handed off. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. And the hold will back the offense up. First down and 20. On the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. So penalty on the defense moves the offense 5 yards closer. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after the return, but that interception could be enormous.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They feed the fullback this time. The fullback gets stuffed for a loss. Ran into a wall there.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they got him for a sack. That'll bring up fourth down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, that's just a great job by the defense. Chris, that's a sudden change series. Off of a turnover, that defense has to go out there, and they're already in field goal range, and they hold them to a field goal. That is a huge win for that defense.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The receiver makes the catch. He saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
He's hit as he throws it. He's got it in the open. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to consider yourself the sixth man in protection. And here against the blitz, the quarterback understands that there is a free blitzer. He's responsible for that defender. So you got to stand in with courage and then throw the ball accurately. This time against man defense, that's a tight window throw and a really nice job by the quarterback all the way around. Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. They'll have two more to work with here in the first half. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
To defend the screen well, the defense, you've got to recognize what's going on right away. I thought that their recognition was just a touch slow, but credit them in the pursuit and getting back on track and making this tackle before the running back can get a first down.
And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball at the 3.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground here. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Wrap down the middle. It's Finley. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down. The Owls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm? Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the pressure's on. Oh, they've got him for a sack on 3rd down. Timeout taken now by the defense. That's their 2nd. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. They'll kick it away here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their 1st. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. We have a timeout call. That's the 2nd one taken by Syracuse. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. The Owls will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. A tremendous make. He's got a howitzer for a leg.
What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
1 more play before they head to the locker room. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 30. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this 1st half. kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set for the second half kickoff, but first let's check in with Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Syracuse head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Touchdown, Orange. And they go. Here in the second half. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Running back has it on a screen now. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, as an offense, you always want those screen passes to hit big. You see those highlights of running back running free down the sideline. But this is a solid play for them. It's manageable situation now. You're moving the ball forward, and everything is at your disposal as a play caller.
Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. That's a good job of moving the chains on third.
Got an opening here. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
A game makes it second and medium. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, I love the beginning of this drive. Another first down right there, another quality run, and now they've got something going. Listen, when you've got a drive like this as a quarterback, you just get in there and continue to motivate your guys because it seems like everything is at their disposal. The line's doing a nice job. I bet you they're going to get to the passing game pretty quickly.
Looking to pass this time. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, as a quarterback, sometimes you feel like you've just got no chance. I mean, the pressure is immense. We've seen it all day long. All these sacks that he's had to take in the backfield. And this pass rush is just owning the line of scrimmage. The offensive line better fix something, and they better fix it in a hurry. Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, FAU. This offense cannot be stopped. Might have to try the extra point.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Chris, one of the things that goes most overlooked when you're talking about the pass rush is the coverage. And here, in particular in man, they're taking away the quick and easy throw, forcing the quarterback to hold the football and allowing that rush to get home. It's a beautiful job of the combination, coverage and rush working together.
Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
What a play by this defensive back in man-to-man coverage. They're trying to get the ball outside and just allow the wide receiver to work one-on-one, but the DB makes the play. That is a terrific tackle in space.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. No press here. The defense backing away. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And you hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
This offense has got to stay out of these 3rd and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's 4th down.
The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. The Owls offense is back out on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. On 1st down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Tied up here in the 3rd quarter. These 2nd down and long plays become important as they try to avoid 3rd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
What a great call from the coordinator. He blitzes that near side, short side corner, and he's in the backfield for a tackle for loss on 1st down. That's exactly how to set yourself up for success on 2nd and 3rd down. Great call from that coordinator.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. A quick throw to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
You have to give a ton of credit to this defense and their defensive coaching staff because they've done a couple of things. One, they've disguised their looks, made life difficult on the quarterback from a decision-making process, and they've put some pressure on him. He has not been comfortable all day long, but it's a big credit to this defense.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, these are so difficult to defend, and the reason is that tight end is normally so involved in the run blocking. So when you put a play-action fake out there, there is conflict on the defense. That defender who's responsible for the tight end and pass coverage also has run responsibility. That's what allows the tight end to be open, and now you just have to hit him with an accurate ball. Beautiful job by this offense, and again, one of those concepts as a quarterback I absolutely love.
First down here for this offense. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
I don't know what this quarterback is looking at. It's an RPO, a run-pass option. That is clearly a pass read. Look at the defense sell out in the run game, and they're able to get him down for a loss.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his back. Touchdown, Syracuse! Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score.
That is how you capitalize on great field position. You get aggressive, you go and you put the ball in the end zone. You can't settle for a field goal at that point. For an offense, you step on the field, the quarterback, you know you got to put that ball in the end zone. They're able to do so. That's a really good job by them and a solid throw for the touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll hand it off. They make the stop, and that's going to bring the third quarter to an end. And it's Syracuse on top right now. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. Give it to the big fullback here. He's got a crease. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
These are those little body punches in a heavyweight fight. You get a first down with the run game. The defense starts getting frustrated. Watch those safeties. If they start creeping up near the line of scrimmage, now you've got them as an offensive play caller. You can get to the play-action pass and take a shot over the top.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Getting set. Here's second down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And he throws his third interception of the day.